Oh, I ain't see you there. What's up? It's your boy, Dobbie Bobby, coming at you live with another video. You already know what it is. This one been a minute. I ain't been making videos since a long time coming. You know what I'm saying? So I would say this is chapter 1 of the new book. You know what I mean? We had enough intro or enough insight for y'all to know what's going on now. You know what I mean? What I mean by that is, let's let the motherfucking pain, motherfucking class and shit. I can't even speak this morning. I'm so excited. You know what I'm saying, bro? Anyways, you can tell by my face. You know what I'm saying? Dobbie Bobby is finna have 2 more babies. You know what I'm saying? We had one. It was Avaya Mavis Riley. You know what I'm saying? She was beautiful. She was smart. She's a year now and almost 9 months. So she getting big. She walking. She talking, and she being big sister like she's supposed to be. You know what I mean? We got 2 more on the way, so she got to get out the way for the other 2 to come. You feel me? So with that being said, today I was able to go to the hospital. Right now I'm kind of taking a little daddy break. You know, with mommy being in the hospital, she can't really do a lot. You know, and for a lot of y'all out there that don't necessarily have somebody that you taking care of or really in a serious relationship, let me put you on game real quick. You know what I'm saying? When you get into a relationship with somebody, you understand your situation. You understand you guys' roles. To me, there's 4 types of relationships. You got beginners, intermediate, advanced, and then just expert. You feel me? The beginners will be somebody that you would be dating in middle school, you know what I'm saying, playing around, getting to know people, you know what I mean, maybe a little bit in high school, but like your high school years would be the years that you start figuring out who you really are and what you really want to do. Whether you playing sports, you playing basketball, or really you playing sports, you playing music, you doing academics, or you just floating around and you trying stuff out. You trying to find out who you are. And so with that being said, you looking around, you seen your friends getting in relationships, you got prom coming up, you already had snowball and stuff for your middle school years, so you kind of have an idea of what to do when it comes to a dance and how to ask somebody out and how to be a gentleman or a woman when the time comes. But what a lot of people don't understand, I feel like, is that they don't understand the courage and the hardship that it takes to have a real relationship. For me, it's the imperfections that make us perfect is really what makes a relationship work. You obviously got to have communication. You obviously got to have people that willing to make sacrifices, not change themselves, but have compromises. You know what I mean? When you are by yourself, you okay with yourself. But when you start being around other people and you start putting your energy with other people's energy, you start understanding that y'all butt heads a lot. Y'all might argue sometimes, and the more that y'all might love each other, the more y'all might disagree. And you might think, now if I'm in a relationship with somebody I love, why is it that we always argue a lot? Why is it that we always butt heads, and why is it that we can never make a compromise or we can come to an agreement? Well, it's just like the old saying goes when you're playing chess. You got 2 leaders or 2 pillars and they collide, boom, and there's only one left to stand. You can't necessarily have 2 pillars, because if you got 2 leaders in a group, those 2 leaders are inadvertently going to collide. Why? Because they're always trying to have their followers. They're trying to always persuade or influence somebody. But if you got 2 great leaders, you know what I'm saying? I didn't at the beginning, I didn't say great leaders. I just said leaders. So now that you got great leaders, you got people that really understand the weaknesses and the strengths of the group or the person that they're with. So that way they can be able to work with that instead of against it. So for example, you get in a relationship with somebody that is really controlling or necessarily had to take leadership and do a lot of stuff on their own. And for you to have to be that same person, it's hard for you to ask for help or for you to necessarily be willing to stoop down to somebody else's level, because you got to understand on a different perspective level that you're going to need help, and that you're not going to be willing to ask for it, and that you got to be willing to accept it even if you don't want it. You know what I mean? Just like how people say you got to be willing to give blessings in order to get blessings. With me, I think it's really about my daughters. It's really about me trying to be the man that I want to be for my father, as well as trying to be somebody that I think is inspirational. You know what I mean? When I was growing up, I'm trying to figure out who I wanted to be, who I wanted to look up to and stuff like that. But the same question kept coming back to me. It was just like, why are you endlessly searching for someone to look up to when that person has always been you? Yeah, and you wake up in the mirror, you see yourself in the mirror, and you like, man, I don't like what I see. I want to be like this person. I want to be like this person. I want to be like this person. But back to what I was saying, our imperfections is what really makes us perfect. So if you can understand that every time that you wake up in the mirror and you look yourself in the face, and you might see a scratch here, or a pimple here, or a blemish here, or you might have a discrimination, or a discriminity that might hinder you from being normal, understand that being normal isn't okay. If you're normal, that's all right. We got you written off. You already gonna make it. But if you abnormal, we don't know what to expect, because there is no chart. We can't chart the unexpected. We can't chart the people that are abnormal. You know what I'm saying? We call those people superheroes or villains, right? Because depending on how they choose their situations or how they let the situations control them, depending on how they turn out to be, right? A lot of people think Batman's a good guy, but really is Batman a bad guy? You know what I'm saying? So it's all how we perceive it, you feel me? So coming back and bring it all in so that way y'all don't get off track and lost in the sauce. Accept yourself for you. Ain't nobody gonna love you more than yourself. And you can't go and love other people until you love yourself. And that's facts. I don't know how else I could put it. I don't know how else I could say it. But you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. And he who's out sin has to cast that first stone. And I make mistakes every day. Sometimes I don't even brush my teeth when I get up in the morning, you know what I mean? Because I be so tired and stuff like that. So it's the little things that we gotta be disciplinary on, and we gotta be on our own about it. We gotta be our worst enemy and our best friend at times. And even though it's hard and we don't want to keep looking ourselves in the mirror and be like, man, I don't want to be like me, you gotta say, I want to be just like you. One day when I grow up, I want to be just like you. And you gotta tell yourself who you are. A strong, smart, beautiful, intelligent young person. Whether you be man, woman, whatever you call yourself, go by, whatever, we all have a heart and we all love. That's what we all can connect to. And if we all can be able to love each other for ourselves, then we can love anyone else that needs love or need to be loved, you feel me? With that being said, man, I'm out of here, you feel me? Tune in next time, boy. Like I said, DOBBIE BOBBIE out of here. Peace.